Hi, thank you for joining us in another video where Brent and Raquel Crow will serve Palm Beach County in Wellington, Florida. So today we're going to talk about 3 most common mistakes that sellers make when they put their home in the market. So what do you think number 1 is, Brent?
Well, number 1 is overspending or underspending before they put their home on the market. And, remember, a home is like a car, must be maintained. You invest in it so the car runs good. And the same thing with your home. Investing in it, maintaining it, one, makes everything operate properly, but also makes it look good. Now, some people, they don't want to spend anything on their home. And, for example, here in Palm Beach County, some people have metal doors and the metal door rusts. And I know you've been living with it 3, 4, 5 years. It's always been okay for you, but the buyer, it's not okay for them. They don't want to look at the rust. They don't want to have to replace the door. They don't want to do things that you've been living with and they're okay with you because you really don't deal with it all the time. But remember, when someone's buying your home, we want to make sure those most common things that you think are okay but not okay with a buyer are taken care of. Now, typically, when you invest in your home to sell, we recommend between 3 and 5%. We don't want to go more than 5 because of the rate of return, you just don't get it back. And really, we focus on things like,
well, you fall in love with your look from 1990, like the faux paint.
You mean you're telling me I have to get rid of the faux paint? You know how
Yes.
much money I paid for that?
Absolutely. Now the look is clean walls, white.
Lighter, brighter, contrasting colors sometimes. Give an example,
Minimalist.
dark cabinet or dark island, lighter cabinets.
And be minimalist. That's very important. Less is more.
Yeah, today's buyer is not looking for the house full of tchotchkes, right? So even though you're in love with your home, you're not buying it. We're trying to appeal to the buyer of today. And I know some of us have bought a few homes in our lifetime, so we know. But remember, we bought 5, 7, 10, even more years back. So the look that you put in your home that time, and if you're like most people, that's the look that you have today, you need to bring it to today's look. So you can't fall in love with the decor that you have. You have to fall in love with what a buyer is. Where do you think they can get some ideas to find today's look?
Well, some furniture store, they offer decorating advice. Also, you can visit Restoration Hardware. Different furniture stores, they have combinations of colors, lines and furniture, because sometimes you're not selling the furniture, but complements the room. So get rid of that ugly brown chair.
What? You know how comfortable that is?
Yes. Out.
Okay. So what you're saying is I should look in some of these magazines that you have laying around the house, the Architectural Digest, the Restoration Hardware, and what's the other favorite of yours, the Pottery Barn?
Yes. It's not just decoration.
So what you're telling me is even though my chair is comfortable and that's kind of where I feel at home, I need to get rid of it and look at maybe possibly putting something there or nothing at all?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
That chair might close the look of the room. So see it with different eyes, because we get used to our things.
Well, I like that chair and I like the closed look.
Yeah, we're trying to appeal to the new buyer. And remember, they don't like clutter. They don't like the enclosed look. So one of the other things that I would like for you to talk about is not wanting to pay compensation.
Well, remember, cheap isn't always better. Most of us go to work to get paid, and believe it or not, realtors are just like most of us. Everybody goes to work to make a living, pay their bills, hopefully afford a few luxuries of life. So remember, when when you put your home on the market, you're competing not only against homes in your community, but in the surrounding areas. So when you don't want to pay a compensation, you're actually putting another step or cash infusion that the buyer needs to bring to the table to purchase your home. And if a home in your community is offering a buyer's compensation, that now becomes an obstacle, or actually raises the value, raises the price of your home, or as they say, the engagement to purchase your home. So we don't really want to do that, because you are competing against other homes. And if you're thinking about it, right, I'm not sure how you would feel if your boss told you on Friday that they weren't going to pay you for all the effort that you did and all the things that you did to make the company function. Probably not very good. And that's really how a buyer's agent may look at when the compensation is zero. Or, you know, they're going to show your home, right? But they're going to also express to the buyer that there's another process involved, and they have to pay a compensation. So, you know, remember, a compensation isn't necessarily a bad thing. It actually makes your home more competitive in the open market, because it eliminates one less thing that the buyer has to focus on. And you'd rather have them pay the right number and you walk away with the right amount of money at the end of the transaction, because compensation for everybody is a big deal, just like it is for the normal person who works 40, 50, 60 hours. Cheap is not always better.
So this is how we end our video today, and the 3 most common mistakes sellers make when they put their home on the market.
If you like this video regarding Florida real estate, or would like to see any more information, comment below and we'll be happy to accommodate you.